Are we though?
The video is playing. Hello, welcome to Circuit Board, Color Circuit's premier podcast. This is a show where the board members of Color Circuit sit down and have a chat about the state of the channel, amongst other things. One of those things are Jill and Janae. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
This one's Jill, this one's Janae. I'm doing good, thank you.
This one.
You guys are very similar, I'm coming to learn. You guys don't even you guys won't plan things without each other is what I'm also learning.
I don't know if that's true.
It just ends up being
Like
that way.
last night when we all went out, that happened, and then I think today it may have happened.
Yeah, we're beginning a wonderful friendship.
Oh, that's really nice.
Maybe
Oh,
I
this
like
is
her
the
more than
budding-
she likes me.
You guys
I don't know.
became friends through
Budding
improv,
romance.
through Steam?
Through improv class.
Oh, okay,
Class.
cool.
Did you come up at the same time, like cohorts?
No, I started at the very beginning and I had to catch up with everybody.
Oh, and you've been doing improv for like 10 years.
More like 20.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic. Anyways, my name is Dylan.
My name is Zach.
I'm Scott.
Also, can I talk about how
Wait.
the fact that
I'm Bon.
Okay, go ahead, Zach.
We're not used to you being here, Scott.
hi,
Yeah,
Bon,
sure.
how are you doing?
Go back to
Very
oh.
weird.
Okay, go back to doing what you were doing.
The thing.
What's up, Zaki? You want to talk about something?
I ended up producing the beginning of this episode.
I know you did all the running. It's astonishing.
You did it well.
I did it well. Thank you guys. I wanted
Like a
my
boss.
10 seconds of fame that I don't.
You were going to say something or no?
No,
We're
Oh,
just
okay.
Okay.
I was literally just going to say that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great. As a kind of more formal introduction, which we haven't really done much of for you two, you've both been on the channel before, but since then you guys have kind of really taken a role or a step into.
Hey, Dylan, there's someone at the door.
Let me go get it.
It's usually Mr. McFeely.
I've met him. He had dinner at my house once.
The guy who played Mr. McFeely
For
from
real.
Mr. Rogers?
I bet you $1 million he
Was
had.
he a slow eater? Was it ironic?
I don't remember. I was
Okay.
like 2.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
To
The fuck?
I don't. Okay,
Anyway.
we should probably
Anyway,
keep going.
yeah,
We're getting
so
distracted randomness.
anyway,
yeah.
Jill, Janae,
yeah, you do it.
Yeah.
Jill,
The
Jillet.
introduction
Yeah.
that we were speaking about.
Yeah,
that we
so
hadn't formally
but behind the scenes, we've been doing a lot.
Hello.
Cool.
So we're doing a podcast right now for the circuits, the circuit board.
We're
is
currently
basically
live.
The state of the channel.
We are
Yeah.
currently
Please hang
live.
out if you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
No, go home.
Um,
Yeah, just go back and record the same thing.
okay. So, but behind the scenes, we've been adding a lot of people. We have groups. We have an art group and a production group. And so, Jill, what do you do on for Color Circuit?
I'm just everyone's bitch.
Cool.
I'm doing.
We could
production
rephrase that.
assistant.
Let's edit it.
Production assisting. I wrangle up the peeps. Not as good as I would like to yet. Still
You do a really
quite
good
new.
job. No,
Thank
there's
you.
a lot of
There's a lot to it.
there's a lot of guests to wrangle. There's a lot
Yeah.
of people,
Because you have the-
production people as well as
Yeah.
talent and everything. So yeah, you've been doing really well.
Thank you.
She
I
keeps us
appreciate that.
alive.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
I-
keep us alive.
Yeah.
I feel that I am the heart and soul
Because before we
of the
had
productions.
before we had these teams, yeah, you are kind of you are the unsung hero. So
I am.
this is where you get your
It's okay.
your 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be up here in this.
And you can count live with us.
5, 4.
And like I said before, production team Janae, you are a part of that production team. You also have a lot of cool creative ideas. You do stop motion animation stuff,
Yes.
which I really want to integrate somehow into this channel. Maybe do some bumpers and
Oh, yeah.
we'll.
I have clay we can make dudes or chicks out of, or monsters.
We're gonna go with animals. I don't know how to make
Monsters.
people.
We have to make people or monsters, nothing else.
You can't
no, it
do
would
a giraffe.
No, I have a dragon.
Does it?
Okay,
does it
well
need to
that's
be
a long
like
neck. Yeah.
Can it be a scary giraffe? Then it's acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like
all
with
fangs
teeth.
onto it.
Yeah.
Fang giraffe. We can do. If you want to make a giraffe that has fangs out of clay,
Okay.
BI.
That's
I like
legit.
giraffes.
That sounds
Okay.
amazing.
Okay.
Cool.
It'll work.
But you help us do production. You're
Yes.
behind the scenes a lot.
A lot.
You both been on the stream before in other
Yes.
capacities. You both are improvisers,
Yes.
right?
We were both on Ludum Tempest last night.
That's kind of That's right. Yeah, if you've
Yeah.
tuned in last
It
night.
was fun. It was a lot of fun. I killed a centaur. It was very
What
sad.
was the game you played?
It was called Legitimacy.
Okay.
It was something I picked up at an Alien Con
Where was that?
in Santa Clara in 2016.
Very nice. Okay.
It was great.
I feel like I need to go to more cons in my life. That's just amazing.
Alien Con is amazing.
Tell us about Alien Con.
You go and you meet everybody on Ancient Aliens, and
They're like
they-
the stars of the con.
Yeah,
Like,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
They're the big pole.
I'll just tell this story real quick. We went to like the behind like the crazy people Alien Con. It was like
Nice.
not the main stars, but like the people that you didn't want to have on your main page or whatever. And they told the craziest stuff. And like her one lady had a husband who was in jail. And her husband was working with raptors in the government, and it was amazing. That's what I wanted to go to Alien Con for, was the secret story.
That's the
fucking people.
nitty gritty. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the dirty punk aliens, just stuff
The
like
DIY
that. Yeah,
alien people.
Yeah.
The black metal, black
Yeah.
metal.
It was like
alien.
underground alien stuff, and I liked that instead of the mainstream.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
There, if I'm not mistaken, there's like they're called, I think they're called kinds, but there's like different levels to alien encounters.
Oh.
Yes, like Close
Do you-
Encounters of the Third Kind.
Do you know all of them?
Of course.
Could you go through them?
Number one is seeing an alien. I think number one is seeing an alien from like not an alien, a spaceship like just go
A UFO,
by.
yeah.
A UFO.
Okay. So
That's like the
that's
lightest level.
that's the
Lightest
first.
level.
It's called the first
It's
kind
the Close Encounter of the First Kind.
of the
Ooh.
first
Okay.
kind, and
Close-
they're no longer UFOs, right? They've changed the name.
No, they're still UFOs.
I thought I heard Hillary Clinton
She doesn't know.
talk about how we've like legally like
Trying to
or at
PC
least in
this.
papers or like in official like documents have changed it. And I don't want to question you. You're the master here, but I'm gonna prove you wrong later.
Okay. that's
But it's
fine.
E1 through 5 though. So
Yeah.
Okay, so what's number 2?
Number 2 is finding evidence of a spaceship landing, like indentations or a crop circle.
Like tracks or runway or something.
Tracks,
Okay.
Yes. The Close Encounter of the Third Kind, like my favorite movie, well, second favorite movie, is meeting an alien. Fourth kind is going on
At Alien Con.
At Alien Con. Fourth kind is going up into space with an alien. What's 5?
Probing. Probing.
The fifth
Anal
is
probes.
literally
Anal
taken away.
probes.
Anal
Like,
probes.
gone forever.
Gone Forever. Okay, Gone Forever.
I think
I think they must have improved it when I was.
I might be into
since-
aliens.
Improved.
I might be
Every year they go
enabled.
back and they change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a kind of dated knowledge.
The fourth kind is my favorite
Mine too.
movie, like one of my favorite movies.
That's a
then
really
the
good
third
movie,
kind
yeah.
is my favorite movie.
I like the third kind. It's a good.
Yeah.
I
Close
actually
Encounter.
just watched it for the first
I
time
watched it
recently.
in the theater again when they re-released it. And it was just
Oh
like
my
I
gosh.
peed my pants. I was. So
I feel like I miss, like, I wish I was in that era when those movies were first released.
Yeah, that would have
'Cause
been.
There's like so much you miss out of that.
I wish I was
Yeah.
peak Spielberg. Like I wish I were like right. Like I wish I was like 18 when every Spielberg movie started spilling out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would have been very happy.
Just everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
we're too young.
well, speak for
I'm-
yourself.
I'm not that young, but I'm not that old either.
Are you-
You're
Like,
not peak
I
Spielberg?
was a kid
Okay.
when like the peak Spielberg movies were coming
Me too.
out,
Okay.
but I wasn't like 18, buying cigarettes and going, I'm gonna go see Jaws. No, I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
that
I'm
guy.
gonna smoke and see Jaws, guys.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket because I'm 18.
Just gonna slip back my hair. I'm ready to go. Ready to go.
Did you ever do that? Did you have the slick back?
I had really bad hair choices. I didn't slick it back though.
Ah.
I like
like that would've
the
been
like
improvements.
the skater cut.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
The,
I had the same one.
The hair
part.
curtains,
Yeah. The grunge.
and with like the shaved underneath.
Oh,
it was terrible.
Nice.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
Yeah.
I think I tried to dye just some parts of my head, and it came out into like leopard prints on accident.
Nice.
Oh,
So I had
that's
orange
cool.
leopard
By
prints.
default.
I tried to dye my hair all pink, and it came out orange. So I had a full orange head of hair. It's very hard to do, especially with like I have very dark.
Pink is
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
What else? I did have like I would wear pomade. If any of you have used pomade, it is
I've never
so
used it, but I know it
awfully
is.
thick.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
How
it
long
is
was
like-
your hair then?
was
I've
short.
had
You
hair
had
like
short hair.
I've had like here and then here and then here, but I used to use pomade when it was like here, and I would just slick it all back. and
Like
it's like,
Ulysses Everett
and it was to the point where like people were like, don't sit on my couch, like you're
Yeah.
gonna get pomade on it.
Let
It's gross. It's gross. Yeah, don't use.
I want to
gross.
see that. I want to see that as a short.
Yeah.
Like, I need to see some home videos of your parents being like, God damn it, Dylan, not again.
the pomade.
Stop fucking your hair up.
Yeah.
Did you guys have awful haircuts?
No, but I had an awesome haircut.
Oh, yeah, what was it?
I had really.
That's a Janae response.
It was awesome.
I was a little thing in high school, and I had very short hair, and I like used hair gel, and I made curls around my face.
That's kind of cool.
And I was like,
Awesome.
I'm a
Cool.
fairy, and
That's
everybody's
super
like,
cool.
Yeah, you kind of ruined it with the fairy
Like
thing.
the girl from
I'm
Kung
a
Pao.
fairy.
sure.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
That's
Completely
awesome.
forgot about that.
I forgot to mention that when I slicked my hair back, I would leave one part forward.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
like just like
yes.
just the one that would
Just
come down
the
like this, and I
one.
would gel it too. Like it was staying
Oh my
there.
god.
I don't know what that was.
That was terrible.
It was
That's
bad.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's like the reverse cowlick, where you're like, this one has to go up, so this is gonna go down.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
extra out there.
That's like a cow. What's the opposite of a lick? Suck. A cow suck.
This is gonna.
This is why we added you to the show.
So I can say cow suck.
A couple of years ago, I like right after New Year's, I decided I was gonna shave like half, like the side, like the little
Nice.
side
Yeah.
part. But I didn't have. It was like 4 a.m. I was up all night, and I just was like, I'm doing it. And I went and I shaved it, but I forgot to put the guard on. So it was like there was no hair. So
Fuck
it was like,
2016.
It was straight up bald.
This
But
was
it
only a
like-
couple of years ago.
But yeah, it was like 2014.
Okay.
But then after that, I was in like a TV show, so I had to always like. Luckily, I did it where my hair was parted, so I could part
So
it
that was
back and you
fitted.
wouldn't notice it. But it grew out fine. But I was like, oh my god, I went far. Like, it was, like
That was your rock bottom.
Wrong
It
mistake.
was like slick and just like it was just bone.
like a
Did you?
head.
It sounds like you didn't like it, but it.
No, I liked
You
it,
did like it,
and
okay,
it
okay.
the grew out was awesome. But like,
fine,
yeah,
yeah.
no, at the time I was like, sweet.
I'm a rebel.
What the fuck did I just do?
Whatever.
Oh well, like I
Fuck
really
it.
didn't care. But looking back at it now, I was like, oh my god,
What have
I needed a guard.
Yeah, it's a bad move. I had when I worked at Best Buy, one of the managers, I think, really liked fucking with me. I'm not entirely sure if that's how I should explain it or it should be explained.
I'm
But-
glad you said with.
I know. I was like, what?
He really liked fucking me. No, he really liked
It was
fucking
so
with me.
abrupt.
And like I was also like, I don't know why, but like my whole life I've always been like, how much you give me for that? How much you give me? You know, like I'll take your
You can egg
dare.
me on, I'll do it. Yeah.
And I grabbed a buzzer, like it was like one that Best Buy sells, like, you know, shavers and
Yeah.
buzzers. We were gonna send it back or something, and so like they're essentially gonna be trash, or they're gonna sell it to some outlet store. And he's like, yeah, get a buzzer and just shave the middle and walk the rest of the day using that buzzer. Like it was so. No, did I shave just to the middle, or did I shave
Did
just?
you Hitler
I think I
or
shaved.
reverse Hitler?
I reversed Hitlered it.
Okay,
I
okay.
think is what it was.
That means you're pure good.
The opposite of Hitler. Yes.
But yeah, that was good. That was good. Not many times. Like, and I think I got $40 or $60 or something. Like a lot.
Completely
All
worth it.
right.
And then I
Completely
and then I went straight from there, and I went and got my nose pierced.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Extra punk. That's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
extra
It was a
punk
good. It was a good day.
Super cool.
It showed off the actual nose ring.
It was, I shaved the rest of it off at the end of the
was like
day.
Yeah.
Aw.
Just to
Huh?
do the
No,
rest.
no, no.
Was
I
it the
got
septum or
this,
the-
and it was with the. It was a ring. I didn't get a stud. I had the ring.
Okay.
So were you like totally like early 2000 punk person when you lived in Cali, or was that your aesthetic?
Oh, the golden age of punk.
I mean, like if you
I mean, early 2000s punk.
if
but,
you had to
like,
describe like Compton in one person, it was basically no. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I am Compton. No, I don't. I think. And then as far as like dress style and stuff, like how I looked, I guess.
Were you a skater? Were you a punk?
I would
What
try
was
to
your
dress
style?
skater, and I got called out for it.
Were you a skater boy? Did you say see you later, boy?
I don't.
I thought it
I
was
hope
hilarious.
I don't think like we
I'll be
didn't
around
have
week.
my family didn't have a lot of money, so it was like you shopped at Marshalls and whatever you got, you got. You know, like I don't think it was ever like I never looked as spiffy as this gentleman sitting on the couch for sure.
Yeah, he's pretty spiffy.
I kind of looked, just pretty normal. It's just t-shirts,
T-shirt
and
and
jeans.
jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah. The standard.
Did you guys have like a very?
The
I feel like
old
I know it's coming out of
go-to.
you.
Oh,
Look at
yeah, she's definitely.
What'd you do, Janae?
My sophomore year, I dressed like a tourist every day.
Wait, what does that mean?
Like fanny packs and
No, not
Camera.
Hawaiian shirts and like cargo.
or you were like a
khaki
1980s
pants.
DJ.
Yeah. And
There's so many fucking Hawaiian shirts on radio. Anyway.
I didn't own jeans. I owned like plaid pants,
Nice.
and khaki pants, and I was like, I'm just a tourist, guys.
I like it.
And I was like,
Where
Jesus
were
is-
you from? Where was
Yeah,
you?
I was from
what did you
here. I didn't realize it till maybe like 6 months into the style that I was like, I look like a tourist.
An American tourist in America.
Yeah, like tourist.
Okay.
Taking photos of everything. Wow, a water fountain's like there.
Oh, look, it's a
I'm
big
at
desert.
school. Yeah, so that was my exciting sophomore year.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. I guess that I think about it, like I did go neon.
Oh, that's fun.
For like when I was like 17, 18, I was like wearing a lot of bright like
Yeah.
colors.
Mm.
That was actually pretty fun. And I remember going up to San Francisco from LA, where I was born. And I remember one lady at the shop like stopped me and my friend who visited. We were just like walking through their downtown or their equivalent of one. And she's like, "You guys look so cool." You guys, it was like this old
Sharp?
Asian lady.
You guys look sharp.
No, not sharp. We looked so cool. And I think it was the
How
first time I may have heard the word
cute.
hipster. I'm not entirely sure.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was 2008
That
or
old
so.
lady's the originator of hipster.
She
She's just like,
originated the
I get
word.
it, I
When did
know
you
it.
first hear the word hipster?
My mother was yelling it at me. No, I don't know.
Get
I
out
don't
of
know.
my house, you damn hipster.
Yeah, hipster.
I
You
don't, I
son
don't
of
know.
mine.
That's a good question.
You're
I
here.
know exactly the first time I was ever called a hipster, and it was by my best friend, and I had just gotten new suspenders.
They're not your friends.
Oh my gosh.
You deserve
They're
it.
not
It's
your
like- and this is also the same time I'm in a ska band, so it's kind of perfect.
Oh well,
Oh,
fuck
so
you
you
then.
got
You
you
kind
stubborn.
of asked for it there.
I was like,
You were in a ska
I was
band?
in a
What'd you
ska
play?
band.
What'd you play?
legit.
Trombone.
Oh my
I
god.
love
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yes.
That was my love. It was like because I was playing ska and I was playing jazz, and I was like, I'll do a little both.
Ska was a.
I can do a little bit of that.
Vaughn was like a Scooby Doobity Bop for jazz.
A
Yeah.
Scooby, you were Scooby.
A bona fide scoobity doobity.
Yeah,
doo.
bona fide, a
A
bona
A
fide.
bona fide.
Bonafide.
Do you have the certificate that says so?
Yeah.
That's.
Did the
Yeah,
mayor
one
of
of my
ska?
I have it right here. Bon, go.
Wow.
I didn't think you were going to. That's
Oh.
pretty. That's pretty good.
That is
I'm-
very much like
I'm
a
so
That was
wet right
$5.
now.
Is that what
My type
scatting
pants
does
are
to you?
tight.
Yes. Well, not scat. Anyway.
Is that not scatting?
It is called scatting.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which is also
which is also
Scatological. Yeah.
like this.
Scatological?
Like,
just out.
Scatology.
Like Phil was doing on Wednesday for Improv Bagel. Like, it got to a point where like we were doing a scene where somebody was wearing a suit, and the suit did everything for
I
you.
remember that.
And then
was like-
Phil made a noise like, well, it was like ejecting waste. And then he went,
It
or
was,
Yeah,
something
it
like that. And I was like, oh my, it was like the most violent
Yeah, it was.
noise.
it was
Yeah,
the
it was-
grossest
it-
noise episode
There was a lot
I've
of
ever watched.
noises in that one. Yeah,
It was
for
fun.
sure.
Good time. What time are we at, guys?
We're at 6:30.
6:30. Does anybody have anything else they want to add or say?
Mm.
What, do we mention the state of the channel? Have we gotten to
It's
that?
good.
Have we done that? I was busy with
Not really. No.
We start talking about a thing we were supposed to talk
What
about.
are the state of the channel? What do we got, guys? We got the new video, that intro outro. We're really
Yes.
happy about that.
Intro.
Thank you, Josie. We've
Cool.
thanked her for it before, but I
Yeah,
think she
again,
deserves
again.
extra
More to
thanks.
come on that. End.
More to come on
Yeah.
that. We have John Cairns working on some stuff behind the scenes.
Mhm.
We'll see. He's been to a lot of meetings. Hasn't output a lot, but we'll see.
Hey, we gave him a lot today. Like today especially. Like we depend a lot on him. now.
Regardless, we
Well,
love you anyways. And he's on
and,
Tuesday nights, Tales from the Undertaker,
we are.
Pathfinder with you.
with Zach.
Uh-huh.
with
What
this
else?
Zach
We got
guy.
a couple
And
new shows
we've
coming
got
up.
a couple new shows this week.
Yeah, you want to
so,
explain them?
Well, I think Janae should explain
Monday.
Monday because
Mhm.
this is Janae's show.
It's, 2
Well
days from
then.
now.
The most confident newcomer for College Circuit.
She-
I'm most confident probably much anything. Pooper, whatever. Anyway, my show is this is what's
I just
going
realized
on.
she meant actually pooping.
Yeah.
It took me a
I
second.
feel like
Confident
it's just a great
pooper.
visual. Like
Done.
And out.
Tell us about Monday night. What are you
Okay,
doing?
so Monday night, I just want to preface this that I love games. I love video games. I love all gaming and gaming things that you do gaming, but I'm really bad at it.
Sure sounds like it.
Yeah, so I know all the buzzwords. And
Tell me some of those buzzwords.
like
Button.
LAN and party.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
You're an ex-WoW
She
player,
checks
right?
out.
I'm a current.
You're a
WoW
current WoW,
player.
so you're like you're a real
Yeah,
gamer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Play on WoW. What's your,
I'm a gnome warrior.
Of course you are.
okay, but
Pink
what's,
pigtails.
Of course you are.
what did you choose? Which side?
Alliance. I didn't mean to.
Oh,
I didn't
he's
mean to.
upset.
I didn't
Oh,
mean
the
to.
snappy dresser doesn't like that.
You're
Our
the 1%.
snazzy dresser over there is
I am.
upset.
No one's in. Do you have a horde?
Oh my
He's
gosh.
the for the horde.
Let's see. Can you
Oh
get
my
in
God,
front of the
he's got a
camera?
For
horde
the
tattoo.
horde.
Yeah, come over on this side.
For the horde. For the horde.
Yeah, by the way, for the horde.
For the horde.
This
Always
is
for the-
Fernando.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, a
that
friend
is
that
cool.
worked for Blizzard. There's a too scantily dressed woman. One is in a
describe them to
robe and
us.
one is a sort of demon with wings.
She's a
Warlock.
All right.
and her minion, which is a.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when you were sitting on the
Take off the
couch,
shirt now. Yes,
when
I'm
you were
sorry.
sitting on the couch,
Come on, I'm just gonna go ahead and-
I thought you were like,
How many times today have you done that? I got a tattoo, guys.
it's kind of. What was your name again? I'm Josh. Josh, nice to meet you. It was
Josh.
kind of
I
funny
said
because like
Fernando.
you were like dressed nice, and I thought you were like silently judging us. And then like I kept learning things about you as I was looking over there. I was like, oh, he's got black fingernails. Oh, he has a bunch of
Yeah.
he has a bunch of ear piercing. Oh, he's got a WoW tattoo. I like you.
Solid win.
Introducing our next show where random men take their shirts off and show us their
Yes.
tattoos.
Yes.
Gotta get them
That
likes.
is
Gotta get them
another show.
views.
We'll
Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
we'll speed
Lord.
this up. Janae's
All right.
doing a show called Terrible,
Terrible
Girl,
Girl Gamer.
Yes.
And just watch me play video games badly. And
Video
love it.
games.
Awesome.
Go on.
Video
Video
game.
game.
Like I'm a gnome.
On
Play the
internet.
game.
And then there is another show on Thursday where it's basically a comedy debate. 4 people will be divided, and they will be debating
on some topic.
And there will be a
Thursday.
host this week. Scott will be hosting. It's going to be great. Me and Janae will be on it. We're going to find some people to debate against. So
Yeah.
If
that
you're
is
funny,
the
let us
gist.
know.
Yeah, it's
We're gonna see how it goes.
These are all new shows. They're fleshed out. We're
What does
fleshing
funny
them
do?
out.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
as
We're in
well.
the alpha stages of it all. I mean,
Alpha,
literally, we
beta.
decided today to do these
You know.
shows.
Yeah, this is one of the things.
This
we
is
picked up
Color
as
Circuit.
The,
Yeah.
as the new color circuit approaches. We're gonna start test marketing new shows.
Yeah.
Trying
seeing
things
how
out.
they do, how we like them, learning from them, and then
Yeah,
pushing
we're
out
just-
and pulling
we're-
out.
Expert Schmexpert will be on hold until
Yeah, we're choosing some
Next
new
week.
hosts.
Not that we
and
don't
stuff
like
like
Extra
that.
Smexpert.
Ju-
I
not-
think
not-
it's
yeah.
a fun show.
Yeah.
we're gonna do Terrible Girl Gamer this week. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Expert
Try it
Schmexpert.
out.
Expert Schmexpert. Hard to cast. So we decided to do another 5-person comedy
Yeah,
cast.
on Thursdays.
We're smart.
We're smart. Yes.
So, yeah.
Nothing changed.
Nothing's changed. We've just done different days.
Oh, and Mr. Fernando
That's
is here.
Fernando.
Anybody
That's
else
Fernando,
have any
and
last
he's
words?
definitely
words?
Well, probably
snazzy. Oh
should, call
my.
it.
Okay, let's call it. Thank you again for tuning in to Circuit Board with myself, Dylan, Bon, Scott, Zach, Janae, Jill. First time I've ever done that flawlessly. Now watch this sweet, sweet outro video and stay tuned for Rough Draft Theater where we read Spider-Man. The script by, who wrote this Spider-Man script? James Cameron and 2 other guys. Here it's awful. Let's read it. Watch, stay, view. Bye. Watch this video.
All the verbs.
Mute
Watch this
mics.
video. All the verbs.